Welcome to the Finfloor installation guideline. Join me for a brief introduction on how to install and how to safeguard those warranties. We're going to be dealing with the Black Forest Finfloor product, which boasts a large, long panel, 2.2 meters, wide body, 239 wide, 12mm thick, wax impregnated core, wax sealed joints, which gives you a less than 8% swell rate with high water resistant qualities, boasting a 5-star rating for those water resistant qualities. This is the Rolls Royce of all laminates. So part of your planning will be to set out your site. It's always good practice to pin stack your product the day prior to make sure that it acclimatizes properly to the environment. Don't store it in the garage, but preferably storing it in the room of installation. Mark out your trims. We want to cut our door profile to size. Measure out the distance for the expansion from the laminate. Just remember, from the track of the trim to where your laminate will be a minimum of 12mm for expansion. Once marked out with your dowels, where the dowels will be going, we will then use a 6.5mm drill bit to drill for the dowels to slip in and secure the trim. Once you've drilled for the dowels, please use your vacuum cleaner to suck out any dust so that it bonds properly with the anchoring cement that we'll put in at the end of the installation. For your door frames, take a piece of underlay with the laminate that you're going to be installing. We're going to scribe a line on our door frames. We're going to then use our multi-tool. You can use the laminate as a guide as well. We will then make sure that the blade of the multi-tool can cut through mild steel, and we will take it nice and slow and eat through the door frame. Take a chisel and a hammer just to tap out any extras that needed. That's a pro tip. And make sure that the laminate can pass through freely without any catches underneath the door frame. This will allow the laminate to expand and contract freely under the door frame without any unsightly fillers, which can prohibit it from jamming and pushing up later. So we're busy having a look at the moisture content in the screed that we've casted the day prior, making sure that it meets the tolerance dedicated by the supplier. We're checking for any highs or lows in the substrate. So if you do find any highs, just grab a carborundum brick and grind down the little high spots, making sure that it's within the tolerance of no more than 3mm deviation over a 1.5 meter span. After that, please make sure that you do sweep and vacuum up all aggregates and loose material on the floor, as this could create a crunching noise underneath your floor once installed. So after prepping the site and making sure that everything is clean of aggregate, we're now going to be proceeding with putting down our underlay. We're going to be demonstrating our Finlay acoustic underlay, which is 100% waterproof, mold resistant and mold resistant. It is also an acoustic underlay which breaks the acoustics up to 12%. We can see that it's got a self-adhesive strip which we use to tape down the whole seam to prevent any moisture from seeping through the joint and attacking the laminate. We will then proceed with setting out our laminate to make sure that the filler on the edge is no less than 50mm to make sure that it stays within the parameters of its structural integrity. If it is less than 50mm, it might pull apart and your floor will fail. We've now reached the end of the wall. I'm measuring and it exceeds 50mm, so we are good. If it is less than 50mm, I would recommend cutting the first line back to make sure that the final line does meet the 50mm requirement. Header to header, we want to make sure that the panels exceed a minimum of 1/4 of the panel. I mark the 12mm expansion on the end. I scribe the line and I pass the product to my colleague to cut. While he's busy cutting the product, I ensure that the black insert on the header joint is seated properly to accept the panel properly. Otherwise, what could happen is you could rupture the joint when trying to force it in. We then install the long joint first, sliding the panel to butt join with the short end, and we push down to lock it into place. Once done, repeat until you get to the filler. Thank you for joining us with this brief installation. For more information, please visit our website at finfloor.co.za, and please take the time to read carefully through the installation guidelines provided inside and outside the box at the back. Enjoy your new Black Forest floor.